All right, are we back? Are we back? I don't know. I don't know what happened. I pressed record and then OBS kind of froze. Thank you, Vel. All right, so whatever. It is what it is. We're back though. We're back. We're back. It's okay. It's okay. We're back. Let's just get straight into the video then. I think I can record now. Maybe Wuwa. I left Wuwa open for too long and it took up too much space and it crashed. Usually this happens when the game takes up too much space. So we'll just record the video without it really quick. So I can stream it just fine, but if I'm streaming and recording at the same time, that's usually when it breaks. For certain games where they take up too much memory or something, that's usually what happens. Okay, let me pop up the thing on the screen. Boom. Okay, let's zoom in here. Is there a way to make this dark theme on incognito or no? I don't think I can make this on dark theme on incognito. Whenever we're cooked, we have to read it like white. Does anyone know how to make Twitter like dark mode in incognito or no? I don't think anybody knows, right? All right, whatever. Let's leave it. Let's leave it. Settings, but like I'm in incognito, bro. I'm in incognito, so I don't have settings. You know what I mean? Let me see. If I open this, let me see. If I open this on other Chrome. No, Tingy. No. Because I'm not on my phone. Actually, let me try something. Hmm. No, because I want it on the screen, Tingy. I want it on the screen. I never mind. The inspect doesn't work. I thought I could make it dark from there. But anyway, fuck it. Everybody's getting flashbanged, okay? Okay, here we go. Let's start. Let's start. Hey guys, it's your boy Sushi here with the first Wuthering Waves video, like in a long form content I've ever done. Okay, guys, so I have just finished the 3.1 story and it was absolutely amazing. Kuro Games has done it again. 20 out of 10 story. Jesus Christ, I love Aemeath. She's absolutely amazing. The story is absolutely amazing. I can't wait to see what the devs cook up. Okay, because it's only 3.1 and the devs have been cooking so hard for these last two patches already. Can you guys imagine 3.6, 3.7, whenever the finale is just like 2.7? Absolute peak, absolute cinema. Okay, guys? So I found this post here by Fat Fluffy Penguin on Twitter. Well, one of my mods found it for me, Vel. Shout out to Vel. And I wanted to just digest and process what happened at the end of the story, right? Because spoilers, okay? Massive spoiler alerts. If you guys don't want to get spoiled and you haven't done the story yet, don't read this, okay? Don't watch this video. Save this video to your watch later. Come back later, okay? Anyway, let's get straight into it. Let's see what this guy says, okay? If you are confused of what Aemeath did at the end of 3.1, let's go, let's go. Okay, so basically, void space doesn't work on the same principle of space and time because the Threnodian Aleph 1 is on a higher dimension than all of that. Okay, it is chaos and the void everything at once. So in void space time is entirely distorted and multiple states of being and time can exist at the same time. Okay, so this makes sense, right? Because of if you guys played the story, you know that there is like a loop, right? Aemeath getting saved by MC, Aemeath wandering around and stuff like that. That's all a loop, right? She showed that image. I'll find the image because I think I screenshotted it, or maybe I didn't, but I'll post it on the screen here. But it's a loop, right? There's a time loop. So yeah, the Threnodian Aleph one is just it is literally all of the chaos all at the same time. Okay, if that makes sense. So when Aemeath enters void space, if she has enough power and the space is stable enough, she can time travel. Okay, so they said this at the end too. She was waiting for MC to save her where we left off at the end of the story, specifically so that she can time travel back right when the Threnodian Aleph 1 came to be, or descended, or whatever, right? Whatever the terminology is. But when it came to be, right at its inception, or whenever it came down from somewhere, that's when she wants to go back to and destroy it right there. Okay? The Exostrider isn't very strong. It's revealed that it delivers sentinels. It's not even meant for combat. True. Aemeath is needed in order to resonate with it, so it becomes strong enough to actually be able to seal the Threnodian. So yeah, I think everybody realized that, right? There's not really much explanation needed for this. So the Threnodian first came to Lahairoi chasing an Exostrider thousands of years ago, and Aemeath at the end of the story time travels back to that point in time at the end of the 3.0 story, sacrificing herself so that Lahairoi's present is still possible and the left one is still sealed, creating a closed loop of causality, right? So like I said, it's a loop nonstop. She herself is living through the when she was a kid, when her parents died to the void storm, when MC picked her up, when MC decided to leave Lahairoi, and then when MC came back, which is the part we just played, right? The part we just played in the story is when MC came back, and then she goes back into that loop again. Okay, she's essentially going back into that loop again, which is absolutely crazy. In time travel, this is called a predestination paradox. When someone who travels back to the past does something which becomes the cause of the present or future. For example, a time traveler could go back in time to prevent a famous fire, but in doing so, they accidentally knock over a lamp and cause the exact fire they came to stop. Therefore, the fire only happened because they traveled back in time to stop it, making it a self-fulfilling loop, right? So because like the time travel itself is already like baked in. It's essentially already baked into the timeline itself. That's what this means, okay? Which is just crazy, right? Because time travel is like obviously we can't time travel yet IRL, you know. So there's always a lot of theories, but it makes a lot of sense, right? It makes a lot of sense because if you can go back in time, it's definitely gonna change something in the future. I think that's called like the butterfly effect, right? Even if like a butterfly got killed or something like that, millions of years ago, back when dinosaurs were alive, it would have changed something today. You know, maybe we wouldn't even have humans today or something like that. I don't know. You know, I'm not an expert on this stuff, but I think it's very clear that there is a loop. Okay, there is a loop that she needs to go back in time, and then she becomes a little kid. If you guys saw that scene, I'll probably play it or something when I edit, but it's absolutely amazing. Like MC was saving Aemeath, who was going into the water. Aemeath became a kid again. MC pushes up kid Aemeath again, and then the back previously in the past MC grabs baby Aemeath or kid Aemeath, bro. She's in a loop. Exactly, Vel. Aemeath is in the loop forever. Okay, this is essentially a forever loop, and it's gonna happen forever until maybe 3.6, maybe 3.7, when we finally save everybody. You know, we save Lahairo, we save everybody. I'm so excited, bro. The devs are cooking. I absolutely love Cruel Games. You guys already know. Holy crap. So Aemeath's predestination paradox is that she time traveled back thousands of years ago to the point when the Threnodian first entered Lahairoi and sacrificed herself to empower the Exostrider and make sure Lahairoi could exist at all, right? So literally from the beginning of time for this arc, right? The thousands of years ago, she literally went back. So that's the problem, right? That's the problem. Like that's the loop. That's the paradox you're talking about. Because how could she have gone back in time to make sure Lahairoi could come to life and exist in the first place if she didn't exist in the first place back at that time when the Threnodian came, right? Does that make sense? Like the Threnodian attacked, but she was already alive and she already went back in time, but she hadn't even been born yet. That's the paradox here, right? It doesn't make sense for her to go back in time if at that time she was thousands of years before she was born. Okay, that's why it's so crazy, bro. This story is absolutely phenomenal. What's up, Digiton? 1.0 banner limited bad? Not really. They're not as strong as the new ones, but you can still use them. They can still cook. Because Lahairoi could exist, a young Aemeath could also exist, be rescued by Rover, become a student, then eventually be the exostrider resonator that travels back in time to save Lahairoi thousands of years ago, to make sure that to make sure everything that already happened is possible. It's an infinite closed loop of cause and effect and predestination paradox that functions on voice waves not adherence to human understanding. Exactly. See, this doesn't make sense. That's what I'm saying, Tingy, right? That's what I'm saying. No. So she could time travel because she became a ghost and she's not affected by normal space-time physics. It's her. It's her because she became a ghost. She became a digital ghost, like she said. She has no physical body anymore, so she's not affected by normal time and space physics. That's why she can travel back. But the paradox is because that if she was never um born in the first place, like back when she traveled, like back when the Threnodian came to Solaris and tried to destroy Lahairoi or whatever, back thousands of years ago, Aemeath wasn't even born yet. So how can she go back in time thousands of years ago if she wasn't even born yet at that time? That's why it's a paradox. Vel says, wait, the void in itself is unstable. Yes. Yes. Therefore, multiple timelines intercept. I don't know about all that, but holy crap, that's definitely way deeper than than not timeline but points in time. So you're saying there's different points in time that converge. But how but like that's the paradox, isn't it? Isn't that the point? Isn't that the paradox that the reason like if she's going back in time to stop if she's going back in time to stop the Thernodian in the first place, right? That means that the very first instance, the very first time that the Threnodian came to Solaris or this world or whatever, the Threnodian should have won, right? The Threnodian should have destroyed the Exostrider. So then Lahairoi couldn't exist. She goes back in time to the first Renodian, correct? Yes. There was also two Exostriders, wasn't there? Something causes it to keep the same. There were, I think, in the story they also mentioned that there were two Exostriders. One Exostrider was defeated, and one Exostrider was not defeated. So then then I'm not sure where, like, if it's not a paradox, then I'm not quite sure how to explain it. What do you mean something causes it to keep the same? Nah, Rereal, the stream crashed. That's why the stream crashed. Bro, why can't I read this stuff? Okay, let me put this on my one of my accounts. Okay, let me log into my Twitter account, my sushi Twitter account, and then I'm gonna check the comments and let's read the comments as well. Let me see. Which Twitter account is this? Which Twitter account is my sushi account? Which email is this? All good, Vel. I'll edit this out of the video. Don't worry. What email is this Twitter account? I don't remember. Okay, this is the new email, right? But I don't even know what string theory is, Tingy. I don't even know what string theory is. Okay, let's read this. Okay, this is good. I think there's a comment here. I think there's a comment here. Let me switch over to the other screen. There we go. Here we go. So I'm in my account now. Let's read this. Okay, this is a comment. This is a follow-up comment. So this is why Aemeath doesn't remember saving you in 3.0, because that was essentially another version of her that is inferred to actually have been her from the end of the 3.1 story. Multiple versions of her at different states of time exist. Okay, this makes more sense. Is this what you're trying to say, Vel? That multiple versions of her at different points in time exist. This is also why saving her is very difficult. Because Aemeath is in a closed predestination loop, taking her out of this means that she can't have powered up the Exostrider to seal the Thronodian thousands of years ago. Exactly. Which also means that Lahairoi and possibly Soul 3 would have been demolished thousands of years ago. This is exactly what I'm saying. Aemeath is basically threading a very delicate balance in this loop to save the world, and saving her, such taking her out, means that you also make the present world impossible and the present world will be destroyed. That's what I'm saying, because if the very first Thronodian already destroyed the whole world, right? If the first Thronodian already destroyed the whole world, how could Lahairoi have existed? How could Aemeath have been born to go back in the first place? The only way I assume there is to save both the world and Aemeath is to travel through the void space, defeat the LF1 during its state thousands of years ago to prevent its invasion from ever happening, and safely extract Aemeath. Yeah, this is tough, bro. I don't know how we're going to do this. I don't know how Wuwa's going to cook this. What is this, Vel? You have an image here? Let me see. Okay, let's take a look at this image that Vel posted. Okay, guys, I'm trying my best to explain this. I'm not a scientist, a physicist. I guess this is like Big Bang Theory stuff, right? You guys know. But let's take a look at this Discord image here. Hold on. Go. Here's my Discord. Okay, guys. If you guys want to join the Discord, you can join the Discord. The link is somewhere. Let's take a look at this. Okay. Let's read this. Let's try to figure this out, okay? Okay, so where do we start here? So our present, end of 3.1. Okay. Where does this even start? Oh, this is by the same guy. Perfect. So this is by the same Twitter poster. This is fantastic. So 3.1 story occurs. Aemeath time travels back to thousands of years ago to save Lahairoi. Yes. So she travels back in time. The Exostrider seals the Aleph-1 outside the Strider Gate with Aemeath. Yes. Exostrider uses its reactor drive to found Lahairoi underground. Yes. Then thousands of years from that fight, Lahairoi, essentially the Star Torch Academy, the university that 3.0 is in, or the setting is founded. Great. Then Aemeath is born. Rover saves them, and they live together. Great. She grows up. She becomes a synchronist and overclocks and dies 10 years ago. Then you get the 10-year loop, right? The 10-year loop from MC coming back and everything. We save her again the same way we just played in the story. Then she goes back in time exactly the way we just played. Right? So that's my question though, Vel, right? The paradoxical part about this is, in the very first instance, okay? The very first instance of the Aleph-1 Thronodian, right? Technically, without Aemeath, the Aleph-1 would have destroyed the entire world. So how could Aemeath be born in the first place, in the very first instance of time, in order to go back and then start this loop? Okay? So this loop, so if you guys see the arrows, I think are very helpful. So right now, Aemeath is stuck in this loop forever. But right now for us, we're out of this loop. We are out of this loop currently. This is what this left red arrow represents. Okay, we're out of this loop. We're going to continue with the story, and somehow we have to get back into this loop in order to save Aemeath. That's the hard part. Exactly. That's the whole paradoxical part, right, Vel? That's what I'm not too sure how to explain yet. You're saying the loop just exists? Right? So the only way to explain this is like what the author wrote, right? The author is saying that this loop was already was already happening. Everything was happening all at the same time already, right? If we think of time like chronologically, it doesn't make any sense, and that's why I'm confused, because the very first instance of the Thronodian coming and destroying everything should have happened. Therefore, Aemyth shouldn't have been born at all. But that means that this has already like all this is already predetermined. It's already in the loop. How is 3.1 outside of the loop? She goes back. So she's there. She's the one in the loop, Tingy. She's the one in the loop. We're out of the loop. The question is, in the future stories, in the future patches, how do we re-go? How do we like we? That's not Aemyth, right? The MC, Luke, and all the other characters. How do we re-enter this loop to save her? Because we're saving her. Okay, we're absolutely saving her. So you're saying this loop is always there, right? So I think that's what the author said as well. He said that right here, multiple versions of her at different states of time exist. That's the only way it makes sense, because every single event that you guys saw in the diagram just now, everything existed already. It's already there, predetermined. It's already predetermined there. Therefore, you can't think of it chronologically. No, we're not part of the loop, Tingy. Only Aemyth is part of the loop. We're outside of the loop, which is why it's very hard to go into the loop. How do we go into the loop? We keep the loop going so that the world isn't destroyed, and then how do we save Aemyth as well? That's the real question. We can go back in, like, going back in the loop is not the hard part, okay? I'm sure that's relatively easy. The hard part is going in the loop, making sure the entire world doesn't absolutely explode and implode because of the Thronodian, and then saving Aemyth as well. Because if you take Aemyth out of the loop, that loop is gone. That loop is dead. Like, you can't. Then Aemyth would have never gone back in time to defeat the Thronodian to save the whole world. You can't. Okay, it's different, Tingy. It's two different things. Where we have our own timeline, it just so happens that our timeline connects with her timeline in the loop. Also, what Vel said is correct. We went into the void space. So earlier in this post, the void space, right here, Tingy, the void space is it doesn't adhere to human understanding of space and time. The problem is it's all at the same time, right? Our normal understanding of space and time is that it's like chronological. But in this void space where there's so much chaos and everything existed at the same time. We went into the void space is the water, right, Vel? I think it was the water. It's that dark water that we jumped in to save her, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, let me just skim through this again because I think that's the only way to describe it. So from playing the story, we identified it. From playing the story, MC figured out that the MC that saved Aemyth and raised her in the first place is the same Aemyth that as a kid. Okay, so it's hard to explain because I don't know if you were watching the story, Tingy, but we jumped into the water. We were trying to save Aemyth. Aemyth turns back into a kid. We bring her to the surface, but we in the current timeline for the 3.1 patch, we did not save her at all. We pushed her up far enough for our past self to save her, and then take care of her, and then everything else happens. But wait, no, this is not about understanding the loop. It's about the loop is already there. MC figures out that it's a loop because MC, at this point in chronological time, MC became part of the loop and figured out that it was part of the loop. We're not in her loop. We are not in her loop. We're not the ones being looped, is what I'm trying to say. We're part of that loop, but only for one instance, and then we go out of it. She's the one that's stuck in that loop forever. Okay, but the loop is caused by the void. Yes. Yes, it is. The void is like all chaos and everything, which is why everything happened exact like all at the same time. The void cannot be explained by humans. I don't know if we have an answer to that yet, because Aemeath explains to us. Oh, so how can we use the human explanation as a loop? But then there's no way to explain it. No, 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 no. You you just have to accept that it's a loop though. It's not. No, 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 no. That's incorrect, Tingy. That's incorrect. You wrote that the loop is not real because it's a human concept. That's incorrect. The loop is simply what we decide to call it. It's the same thing with math. We invented math to describe the world around us. Whether or not we invented math would does not stop nature from doing its thing. Does that make sense? Whether or not we came up with math doesn't matter. So it's not really a loop. N- Wait, that no, 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 no. It's because we call it a loop that makes it a loop, Tingy. It's going to happen anyway. We could have coined the term any other term. We could have named it a lap or a leap or whatever. The coining of the term is irrelevant because it's going to happen anyway. The same thing with nature and math. Just because we invented math to describe the world around us does not mean that if we did not invent math, that the world would not exist the same way. Does that make sense? The world, the nature is still going to exist. We just made math to explain it. But even if we didn't invent math, nature and everything would still act the same way. That's the time. Okay, that's true thing. That's the time though. That the difference between the void and regular human logic is that human logic is that time is chronological. Yes, you go. It's in a linear path. It goes in order. But the void is what created the loop, because the void does not follow human logic. Okay, so we have to separate the loop being made by the void and then regular chronological time. So the MC and the player who's playing Wuthering Waves, is on a linear path right now. Okay, the linear time right now. The void created the loop by itself. It was already there, which is why it doesn't follow human logic. We were simply just part of that loop one time and we got out of the loop. But Aemeath is stuck in that loop forever. He said, Tingy says, so no human explanation can explain the void, therefore the loop created. No, 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 Tingy. So you're correct that no human explanation can explain the void, correct? But in the story, we have Aemeath. Aemeath is the one in the loop, and she explains to us, and she shows us essentially that it is a loop. Because no human can go in there and be like and come out like without dying or getting absolutely cooked. But Aemeath, because she's not human. No, she's not human. Thingy, she's not human. She's a digital ghost. She's the reason why she can go into the void and then travel back in time and all that stuff, because she is not human. She is born human. No, no, she was born human, but then she sacrifices her body to power the Exostrider to go back in time to beat the Threnodian, and then she comes back and being born again. Yes, she's the one who can travel into the void without being affected, and then she understands it because she went through back in time and everything. She's the one in there in the story. Okay? So there's a loop. She is in the loop and she's stuck in the loop. But the MC and everybody else is following a linear path. It's just that the 3.0 and 3.1, we were in that loop just for one time. So the void gave her big brain? No, she literally sacrificed herself. That's the reason why she gave up her physical being in order to save the world, and that was the loop that the void created already. The void created that loop itself. We follow regular space time. We hit the loop one time, and then we're out of the loop right now from just finishing the story. We're completely out of the loop. But Aemeath is still in the loop right now. So how do we save her is the real question, okay, guys? Guys, honestly, this was the best I could do to explain it with my chat as well. If you guys have any other ideas or you agree, disagree, or anything, let me know down in the comments below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This is my first Wuwa video, and I don't know if it gets decent views and you guys like it, I would love to do more Wuwa videos. I love this game. This is the best gacha game by the best devs ever. I'm also giving away 2 monthly passes for Valentine's Day. Okay, guys, all you have to do is like, comment, subscribe on this video, and yeah, you'll be entered into that. I'll be giving away live on stream for Valentine's Day. And that's it for this video. Boop. Okay, let's talk more. Okay, Tingy, the video got a little too long, but let's talk about this. Wait, if the void does not follow normal time, how can it create loop? That's the point, Tingy. That's the point, Tingy. The void does whatever the fuck it wants. The void created. Okay, let me show a picture. Let me show the picture. Okay. Let me. I'm a tutor, so I should be able to explain this, unless you're being stubborn. But look. Okay, look at this loop. Okay, look at this loop. Uh, where do I start? The void. The void made all of these events at the same time, Tingy. Within the void, okay? Within the void, all of these events happen at the same time. All of this is happening at the same time. You can't write something about human laws and make it follow human time. Wait, but then, Tingy, that doesn't make sense then. Then how did we come up with string theory and stuff like that? How do we come up with string theory and stuff like that? The reason why we can't time travel yet is because you can't. From human logic, time and space, you can't. But because the void is literally just chaos, every single one of these instances stays at the same time. But the void is unstable at this point in time rules. How can it create a time loop? Nobody said physics was beyond. Okay, Tingy. The void itself is just chaos. That's the point. It's just chaos because it just creates all the events at the same time. The events are there. They're just there already. They created this loop in the void. It's already there. We were just in the void and in this loop one time as the MC. What's up, Tiger? How did your polls go, Tiger? My polls went pretty well actually. All right. Let me hop back on Wuwa. I'll edit this video tomorrow and stuff. I'll also edit the Kethos video we did earlier tomorrow as well. Let me just play a little bit more Wuwa. I'm gonna play for another 20-30 minutes. Let me try to level up Aemeath a little bit. I'm gonna call it a night. I'm pretty tired. Gotta spend some time with angels as well. Yo, Okami Chronicle, what's up? I apparently had saved enough pity to 110 her. Good shit, Okami. I'm glad for you. It's not that complicated. I don't know if Tingy's being a little stubborn though. I don't know if he's being stubborn. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure why he doesn't get it. You can't because I think because Tingy is trying to think of it as logically as possible, but you have to throw logic out the window when it comes to the void. No, Tingy. The void is chaos. You have to accept that the void doesn't make sense. Okay, I think that's the best way to explain it. You have to accept that the void doesn't make any sense. Once you accept that, it makes sense. Yo. My polls went pretty well, Tiger. I got P1. I got P1 Kethos in 30 pulls. You missed the pulls earlier, Tiger. I had the pulls earlier were insane, bro. Absolutely insane. We had bets and everything. Me randomly during work, she's Aemeath because I see Okami. That makes sense. CC luck? Not really. Not really. Okay, so what happened, Tiger? As I summoned my 10 SSR, my 10 SR pulls, the rainbow pulls, I didn't get a single SSR, okay? I didn't get a single SSR in those 10 pulls. And then I pulled Kethos, P1 in 30 pulls, and then I hard pitied one copy of Bornova. So it's not really CC luck, bro. Okay, Tingy, that's the point. Tingy, do you know what a paradox means? That's the point. The word paradox means that it's not supposed to make sense. Wait, no, but you can Tingy, but you can't you argue that can't you argue? Can't you argue that the chaos resulted in the loop? Yes? The chaos just happened to make a loop. Okay, you're not I don't think you're understanding that it's not so like I don't know what you're not getting. Vel, does this make sense to you? It makes sense to me. There's a piece of this that Tingy's not understanding. She has the power to remain stable and time travel. Yes, because of the void. Because she's not affected by the void. So it makes a loop. It's not supposed to make sense, Tingy. Once you accept that it's not supposed to make sense, it will make sense. The void created the loop. It just so happens that the void created this perfect loop with Aemeath in it already. Okay? That's why it makes sense. All right, let me go level up Aemeath a little bit. I'm gonna end the stream. We're gonna do NTE tomorrow. It makes plenty of sense to me too. Yeah, it does. Wait, Tingy, it's because you didn't play the story, right? Maybe you need to play the story, but I don't think you can. Good night, Mamerge. Have a good night's sleep. I know you got early work again tomorrow. We're gonna cook this weekend with Kethos because I got very lucky with his summons. Oh, Mamerge, also, did you see the ER Discord? I think you probably saw the ER Discord already, right? That's not wish for me. Blah, 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 blah. I see. Good night, Mamerge. Good night. The Kethos skin. Yeah. Freaking Lockhart's bought it for me, bro. Lockhart's gifted me the Kethos skin. The purple and white skin. Very nice. I like both, honestly. No, Tingy. The Void did not... She did not follow... She didn't make the rules, Tingy. The Void just so happened to make the loop. The Void already made the loop. She was supposed to go back in time. She was supposed to be born. She was supposed to do all of that stuff already. That was already set in stone by the loop. The Chaos just so happened to make that loop. She been getting viewer money instead of CC money? Yo. Okay, you're not talking about loop anymore? What are you saying then? How can she force the Void to follow her rules if the definition doesn't follow any rules? But she's not... Wait, I don't know what rules you're talking about. I don't know what rules you're talking about. Wait, who just followed? Let me read your name out. Hold up. Give me one sec. I didn't hear the name clearly. Let me see. Devil Dogs, thank you so much for the follow. I'm glad you are enjoying the stream. We're gonna play a lot. We're gonna play some more Wuwa tomorrow too because I gotta level her up and I gotta learn how to use her. But the story is amazing. All right, last try, Tingy. Last try, please, bro. Last try. I don't know what to say anymore. Correct. Correct. That is correct, Tingy. Because she sacrificed her physical form. She sacrificed her physical form to save the world. That was already the loop. That was set. That event of her sacrificing herself was part of the loop already. That was supposed to happen. I'll upload the video tomorrow. Let's see what the viewers say for the YouTube video, bro. All right, let me see if I can grab some of her materials and level her up because I need to level her up, bro. Level her up a little bit. Wait, where's the new area, Vel? Exactly. No. So, no. You're right, Tingy. Tiger is also right. It's time traveling. Time traveling in itself is a paradox. So it's supposed to have plot holes. It's supposed to not make sense. Paradoxes are not supposed to make sense. Therefore, they are a paradox. Exactly. It's amazing, though. It's absolutely amazing. All right, we can finally go get those materials. That is technically true, Tiger. That is technically true, yes. Wait, Vel, how do I unlock this area, bro? What? I have to go here, maybe? Let me go here. Let me TP over there first, bro. I'm gonna figure something out. Yes, thank you, Vel. But it makes sense to me. It makes sense to Vel. It makes sense to Tiger. It makes sense to Bogsy. You just have to accept it. I think you just have to accept it. Bruh. Wait, why can't I use my bike here? Can I not use my bike here? Wait a second. Wait, Vel. How do I unlock this area? Don't I need my bike to drive my ass up there? Where's my bike? Can I not use my bike here? That's true, Tingy. That's technically true. If I can't use my bike, I'm gonna use my mech then. Let me turn on the volume here. I can't use my bike here, right? Oh, no, I can. Never mind. Never mind, I got it. Can it auto-drive me or no? I think I have to drive myself. We're gonna level up Aemeath a little bit, and then I'm gonna call it a night. I gotta spend some time with angels. And then we're gonna play more tomorrow, I promise. We're gonna play more Wuwa tomorrow. We're gonna play NTE for the first time tomorrow, I promise for sure. I'm not gonna do any Etheria restart tomorrow. I'm gonna save Etheria restart for the weekend. I freaking love this game, bro. Holy crap. This game's amazing. Best gacha game ever. Let's go. Okay, where are her materials? Let me grab these materials. Wait, how am I supposed to go over there? What? Can I TP here? Estimated gacha game is Pokemon? What do you mean estimated? Or EST? No. Don't make me do any quests. I swear to God. I just want to level her up, please. Nice, we got it. Next area. That world can... No, I don't got time. I don't got time, Bill. I don't got time. I just want to level her up a little bit. I gotta sleep early today, guys, because then I gotta set up for tomorrow. I gotta sleep early tomorrow. I got work on Saturday morning. Work Sunday as well. Okay, guys? By the way, what? You can find her there. Wasn't she at the train area? Wasn't she over there? Go in the house? Okay, bet. Let me see. Let me go visit her. I'm missing some of that. Where is the house? Oh, up here, right? Okay, but Tingy, so the problem with that is if you take her out of the loop, then the loop is broken, meaning that the Threnodian will destroy the entire world. That's why we don't know, I don't know how we're gonna save her, because if you take her out, everything's just not gonna exist anymore. That's the problem. That's why I don't know how the devs are gonna cook this up. Hype moments and aura our way to save her. Yeah. You know what, Tingy? You know what, Tingy? You might be right. But no, but wouldn't you want to save the duplicate too? Wouldn't you want to save the duplicate? So I'll agree with you, Tingy, that like the answer to this question might not make any sense. I'll agree with you there. It most likely won't make any sense either, because you can't technically save her. What's CW Flash, Tiger? Where is this one? Oh, that's far. Can I go to this thing? The Flash series? Oh, I've seen some clips. Val, how am I supposed to go up there? I've seen some clips of it. Val, how do I get up there, bro? There's got to be a quest to go up there. Oh, do I drive up this? Oh, I think I drive up here. I think I drive up here to go up that way. Yes, I do. Perfect. Look at this motorcycle. The motorcycle skin that Tingy bought for me. Thank you, Tingy. Thank you, Tingy, for gifting me this motorcycle, bro. Oh my god, look at the skin. It's beautiful. Oh my god. I already told you guys, we're going to be listening to Wuwa. We're going to be listening to 3.1 Wuwa music for the next week at least, okay, guys? So if you don't like it, then too bad. If you don't like it, then too bad. No, but we're not going to sacrifice our body, right? I think another thing is, like, Aemeath sacrificed her body. Like her physical form, so then that's why she can time travel. We're not sacrificing our body. We hold her hand. We don't have to sacrifice. Where is the thing? Wait, can some... Okay, wait. So can someone refresh my memory on the Shorekeeper thing? It's been a long time. So for Shorekeeper, what did we do? Is this thing below? Oh, how am I supposed to go below? Oh, Jesus. How do I go below here? Who forgot he was MC, didn't plot his way through? Oh, it's over here, right? I think it's over here. Over here goes down into the hole. Okay, back 600 meters this way. Oh my god, look at that burb. Like I said, Tingy, we don't know yet. That's what I'm curious. How will the devs cook? Is there like an underground somewhere here? There's an underground here somewhere, I'm sure. Like this? There's something here. There's something here. To go underground. I'm missing something here. It's literally right in front of me. It looks like it's below. Oh, do I have to unlock that? I might have to unlock the cube. Board all over the place. Hey, yo. What the hell is this? Wait, how am I supposed to go underground, bro? I need to go underground, get more of her materials. What the fuck? Well, if MC is technically God, then yeah, I guess that's true. How am I supposed to grab these materials? It's underground, I think. Is it underground? Or is it above? It looks under... Let me drive over there again. That's technically true, Tingy. That's technically true. It's below, right? The item is below. How do I go underground? The item is underground. There's got to be a way to get underground here. Like, I don't know, dude. It's in here. The only way I think I can go in is here. This is the only way to go in, but how am I supposed to go in? How am I supposed to go in there? What? I guess I have to figure it out tomorrow, man. I wanted to at least max her tonight, but I guess we'll wait till tomorrow. How do I get in here? I have no clue, man. You got ads, bruh. I think Vel used to be subbed, and I think it ran out. Oh, do I have to go through here? Wait. I think I have to go through the underground already. Yeah, mods can also get ads. On YouTube, if I'm watching from my actual account, I also get ads. On YouTube. Okay, where are we going now? Let me see. Oh, do we jump through that? Yes, we jumped through that, right? Clearly we jumped through that. I'm out of gas. Let me switch. That's crazy, Rio. I found it. I found the way to go. Hold up. Yeah, Ririo's pressing it. I gave him the ad button. I gave him the power to give ads. So he gives ads to himself too. He gives ads to himself as well because he's not subbed. Man, this show, this anime is so... I'm thinking it's an anime. I'm saying this song is so good. This story is amazing. I'm gonna up the volume just a smidge. Where am I supposed to go here? Let me see. Tiger, you're not subbed either, bro. You want to be a mod? Oh, it's up there. I have to go up there. Bro, how am I supposed to go up there? I guess I have to run up there. Does the bike go up there? The bike does go up there, of course. Oh no, I'm out of gas. I'm I'm out of gas. 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 Okay, we made it. Oh my god. We made it. Where's the item? Oh, I found it. Yes, let's go. We got it. Nice. I need more. I need to go unlock this, right? Let's say that's above. Never mind. I collected all this stuff? Damn. Really, really, Tiger. Nice. Beam Saw, though. Okay, let's level her up really quick. Let's cook this boss really quick. And level her up. And then tomorrow, I'm going to max her out. And I'm going to learn how to play her properly tomorrow. We're going to do Tower tomorrow as well. Let me just cook this boss really quick, okay? I'm not going to use Aemeath. You 100% the new area already, Vel? What the hell, dude? That's nuts. You're insane, bro. What? He lives in Sweden. Remember, he only eats meatballs. He's never had dumplings. You remember that thingy? Hey, yo. Is it true that Swedish girls are freaky? I wouldn't know, bro. I wouldn't know. But I'm guessing you're asking Tiger, obviously. Hey, yo. Tiger? What do you mean by that? Mods, get him. Mods, get him. Ririo says strike one. Yo, Ririo will time you out, Tiger. Make no mistake. Ririo loves banning people, bro. Good night, Bogsy. Alright, one more run now. I'm gonna have her max. One more run and she's max, I think. I can buy the materials from the shop. Wait, Tingy, are you still snowed in, bro? Usually you're asleep at this time. You gotta still be snowed in from work, right? This is the latest I've seen you up, bro. Oh my god, yo, Vel, you're right. Vel, you're absolutely right. Sigalum MC? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. You trying to sleep? Wow. That would be so... That has to be the... That has to be it, right, Vel? I got a little too hyped. Angels told me to shh. But yeah, that would be so hype, bro. Holy shit. That's the first time she shushed me. Hey, yo. I kind of like it. She's never shushed me before, actually. Ayo is right, guys. But it wasn't like mean. She just told me just a gentle shh, just be a little more quiet. You into femdom? Not really. Not really. It was like a nice shush. It wasn't like, yo, shut the fuck up, you stupid motherfucker. It wasn't like that. It was like just a nice reminder. Just a nice reminder that I got a little too hype, a little too loud. It is late. It is late. And her parents they live like downstairs, so yeah. W Angels, of course. Alright, I'm gonna call it a night, guys. I think I can max her right now. Let me max her out right now, and then we're gonna call it a night. We'll get her echoes tomorrow. I need one more run. No, not yet, guys. One more run. I don't know. I can't imagine Chola Angels to shush you nicely. She's like ghetto like that. Like sometimes, like when it comes out, it's pretty funny. But for the most part, she's not actually Latina, Tingy. She's not actually Latina, where, you know, like what you've heard about Latina chicks is probably true. They're not. She's not like that. Sometimes the ghetto comes out, but for the most part, she's just ABG, funny, cute, and stuff like that. You know. What do you mean, though? I give the welcome pass? What do you mean? Everyone has some Latin in them? Bit too much info. Alright, Tiger, I'll reel it back, bro. I'll reel it back. Some people want the info, some people don't. It's cool. We got enough? We have 16? We have 16. We out. We have 16. We out. We only need 16. The Latina Gat? Hey, yo, Tiger. Hey, yo. Fuck, I love this game, bro. This game is the best game ever. Triple A. Wuwa is becoming a triple A game. Oh yeah, we're 1 hour ahead of you, Tingy. Okay, we can max her right now. We have enough mats here to max her. Let me buy everything else too. Alright, let's max her right now. Let's get it. What a story, bro. What an absolute story. There you go. She's maxed. Let me max her skills. Like I said, we'll do her echoes tomorrow. I have all the materials ready. I was farming for her for like a month, bro. I have more than enough. Wait, what is this? Never mind. Never mind. I don't have more than enough. This is the new boss. This is a weekly boss. So I'm going to have to do this boss tomorrow. Never mind. We don't have all the materials. I forgot. You can't have all the materials with a new boss. You're supposed to get ads every... I think I set it up. And then Twitch recommended every 15 minutes or so. I think they recommended ads for my channel every 15 minutes. So I just, whatever recommended, I recommended. Alright, I think that's it. That's the max I can max her right now. Oh, I can max this. Never mind. This one. I'm missing that. I can max this one. I'm missing this, yeah. Vel, yours isn't maxed either, right? Because this takes 2 weeks to max. The weekly boss mats take 2 weeks if I remember correctly. At least 2 weeks. If you're unlucky, maybe 3 weeks. All right, let me lower the music a bit. Let me give the shout outs and I'm going to go brush my teeth. Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in as always. Okay, shout outs to the YouTube people. The stream disconnected, so I don't have all the names for the YouTube people, but shout outs to Akamura, shout outs to Chrissy, John, Checkers, Milano, everybody. Sorry guys, the stream disconnected, so I don't know all the names because the chat is gone. But yeah, shout outs to my mods, Angels, for betting with me for my summons for Kethos. Let's go. Shout outs to Yuto, Tingy, Vel, Mir, Ririo, Mamerge earlier, Dream earlier as well. Thank you guys so much for modding for me. You guys are amazing. Yeah. Shout out to the viewers still watching. Ah Ching, always horny, always hungry, Bogsy, Belsaurus, Irishman, Caldera, Delzin, Devil Dog, Fragile, Sim. That's interesting name. Fragile Sim. Lewis, Nerio, Rond, Eyes, Suyin, Tiger, and Wolf. Guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube. You can win a monthly pass for Valentine's Day, okay? Like, comment, subscribe. If you guys want to join the Discord, everybody you see here is in the Discord. All of us are in there, bro. Join the Discord. If you enjoyed the stream, don't forget to follow as well. And yeah, that's it, guys. That's it. Let's see if we can raid anybody really quick, and I'm going to sleep. There's an old quest that foreshadow. Yo, Vel, I haven't done any, bro. Vel, I haven't done any of that. Look, you want to see something, Vel? Look at my quest list, bro. You think I don't have time? Where's my quest list? Look at this, Vel, right here. I haven't done any of these, bro. Bro, I haven't even done Q-Yuan's. I haven't even done Q-Yuan's quest yet, bro. Oh my god. I haven't done Q-Yuan's yet. Don't say Jesus. Don't freak out. What do you expect, guys? What do you expect? Do you know how much I do, bro? I have so much to do. I make content every day. I stream every day. And I'm about to add NTE to that game, to the games list as well, and the content as well. And then I have to add Ananta, Silver Palace, all that stuff. I gotta add all that stuff. Holy shit. At this rate, I have to drop something. Right? At this rate, I'm gonna have to drop something. There's just no way. I have to drop at least one. This is tough, bro. Alright, anyway, that's it, guys. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Let me raid another Wuwa streamer really quick because Wuthering Waves is amazing. You're gonna skip Silver Palace? Well, the thing is, Vel, if I can get sponsored by Silver Palace, you know I'm gonna do that, right? The point is I'm gonna try to get sponsored by all the brand new games, you know? If I get sponsored by the brand new games, I can make like really good money. Like I not amazing money, but like every couple $100 or whatever a month or something like that helps a lot. And I'm getting closer and closer to not needing to work a regular job anymore. I can stream with you guys every single day, bro. Drop ER. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, guys, really quick before I raid somebody. ER is definitely on the chopping block somewhere, right? Because the game is too small. I'm trying to grow my channel. If another legit, like I'm not even joking, if NTE hits me up, they email me, hey, we want to sponsor you, and you can be official content creator. We'll pay you this much and stuff like that. ER is getting dropped instantly, bro. ER is getting dropped instantly, like no joke, no joke. There's nothing against ER or anything. It's simply if they pay me, if I make more money with another game, and there's more viewers and stuff like that, there's nothing about it. Most of viewers are ER. No, that's true, Tiger. That's true. That's absolutely true. I still enjoy streaming ER. I still enjoy playing ER and all that stuff. But that's not gonna change until something happens, something like that, you know. But ER is definitely very abusive to the turn 1 players, bro. Pretty abusive, bro. But it looks like Kethos might be a turn 1 character, bro. So it might be okay. We'll see. We'll see. Let me raid somebody really quick. Anybody got a really nice VTuber? This is a nice VTuber. All right, let's rate this person. Send us a mommy needs to be tucked in right now, Tingy. In the person I'm rating, their VTuber's a mommy, and then also the character on screen is mommy as well. Lucila mommy is coming to the game. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow for day 190, whatever.